if you means that do it. Burger
Technical difficulties.
We present Whose Line Is It Anyway? And here's your chairman, Clive Anderson.
Right, hello and welcome to Whose Line Is It Anyway? A programme of skillful improvisation, spontaneous wit, off-the-cuff wisdom, and an introduction that's going to take some living up to. And now, as on any good radio panel game, and indeed on any bad one as well, we have 4 contestants. We have here tonight John Sessions, an actor and comedian frequently cast in TV, films and plays, and always cast in his own one-man show. Stephen Fry, who was recently described as a Renaissance man by somebody with a very poor grasp of which century we're living in. And Dawn French, one half of French and Saunders. She is, of course, otherwise known as Mrs. Lenny Henry. And we also have Lenny Henry, otherwise known as Mrs. Lenny Henry. Now, this programme is all about improvisation. We've got a number of games to play. So why don't we play the first one? Well, why indeed? So the first one is, in fact, called Authors. Each contestant is going to come along with the name of an author. They're just busy working out names of authors now. And one of them, in the style of his or her author, Stephen, will start a story, and the others will continue as I signal them to carry on by using this buzzer, which makes this noise. But the story they do will be coming from suggestions from our studio audience. So, has anyone got a suggestion for the name of a story? It can be something quite simple.
Bison.
Well, I think it was bison. Or,
Bison.
You know, wash hand bison, something like that. Charles Burney.
Big cars burning. Big cars burning.
Big cars burning.
Yes. Can we have something that makes sense? Possibly?
We're starting off with the easy ones for you.
Right.
A story about big cars burning. Could you wrap that round some sort of a story?
Yes.
And let's find out what your authors are.
Well, it was going to be P.G. Woodhouse.
P.G.
Yes.
It's going to be.
Well,
Is it still going to be? Good.
It'll have to be.
So that's Stephen's author. Dawn.
Claire Rayner, my heroine.
Lenny.
I'll do Stephen King, the horror.
And John Sessions.
D.H. Lawrence.
D.H. Lawrence. Right, so...
He's a bit of a swot, isn't he?
Yeah. Yes. But which bit, we're wondering. Now, So, can we remember what the story was? Oh, yes, big cars burning.
Thanks a lot, pal.
From the rather irritating...
We'll get you later.
So, take it away, Stephen, in the style of P.G. Wodehouse.
I woke one morning and Jeeves shimmered in with the old pick-me-up and told me that Aunt Dahlia had been on the telephone telling me to come down at once in the Hispano-Suiza to her little place in Shropshire just outside Market Snodsbury.
And of course, if you find yourself on top of a big car burning, my advice would be to make sure you check your age and do it carefully with a condom.
As he opened the car door, a
claw came out and ripped his face off. He couldn't even find his car keys. He just reached and reached. It wouldn't start. Suddenly a demon appeared on the bonnet. Hello? How are you?
Come on again.
Tom and Anna Brangwyn held each other's bodies closer, closer, wrapping in foliate round each other, diving, thrusting, lower, biting. Plumed serpents rose, driving, fiendish, unfortunate really. They were in a Chevy Nova going over a cliff. Down they went, straight down.
I say, steady on, old Scream. I say, Jeeves, do you smell something rather peculiar?
Are you sure you're old enough to smell that? Are you sure? I think you should check that you both love each other. And I think you should check that your dangly bits are the same size.
Everything was dangling from the car.
The car was rotating, rolling, pounding down the cliff. And still their bodies were entwined like old-fashioned pottery, leaping like snakes around each other.
No, I said a stiff martini, Jeeves. A stiff martini.
And when I say stiff, I think we all know what I mean.
Suddenly, flame erupted from the engine and the big car was burning. Our hero didn't know what to do, and so he shut up.
Geoffrey Archer suddenly pushed D.H. Lawrence out of the way and noticed that...
Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, I have to award points for the performances there. I'll give you all 5 points each, but one off from John Sessions, down to 4 for mentioning Geoffrey Archer. I'm sorry, I didn't realise you were in tonight, sir. Right then, let's play another game then. This is a good one. It's called Wrong Theme Tune. It's called this because the wrong theme tune is played. Now, each pair... Yes. Dawn and Lenny are going to be acting out a scene from the Money programme, but they're going to do it based on this theme tune.
A house with a door. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready to play? What's the day?
It's Thursday. Hello.
Hello.
Today, Big Ted has got his little piggy.
What does he keep in his piggy?
Innards? No.
No, money.
His little pennies.
Can you spell that? Money.
Yes.
Let's go through the round window.
These are some men pulling a bank job.
They're making money.
Can you say Brinks-Mat Bullion? Big Ted says crime does pay.
Thank you very much. Well, then, on that anarchic note, I think 10 points each. So let's zoom over now to John and Stephen, who are going to be covering the state opening of Parliament, a sort of TV special, but in the line of this theme tune.
Good day.
Welcome. And it's really quite an extraordinary day. It reminds me of a marriage about 400 years ago between Dod Bradman and Harold Sweetman, wasn't it?
That's right, yes. And, yeah, it's a wonderful day for it, in fact. It's been raining all morning, but the covers have just been taken off the Lords.
I'm slightly, slightly confused by the colours of the costumes. Usually the chaps are in white, and today they're dressed in gold and scarlet.
Very attractive sight indeed. And the Queen now, she's gone in, and she's started now, and she's speaking clearly and firmly. What a marvellous delivery.
Oh, no, she hasn't. But she's pulled the bails out now. She's running, panting. My word, that shirt is open to the waist. Reminds me of Harold Larwood back in 1932. And she's done a beautiful googly, straight up towards Blackrod now. It's bounced straight into his googlies. Back again, it's swirling down now towards Lord Chumley.
Quite extraordinary sight, this, here at Lord's. This has been going on now for hundreds and hundreds of years, and still no decision has been made.
Yes, that was magnificent. We could have listened to that all night. Certainly it seems that we're going to. Now, but nonetheless, I'll have to give 8 points each there for a spectacular performance, state opening of Parliament. Now, we'll go on to every other line. This is a reasonably complicated game. Working in pairs again, and we'll start off with Lenny and John, working in a pair. One person, and in this case it's John, has the script of a play. It's a real play. It's been written in advance for us by Oscar Wilde. It's called Lady Windermere's Fan. He'll be reading the lines from that, but Lenny won't be. He'll be acting his own scene to go along with it. Does that make any sense? And the scene he'll be acting is trying to tell a mafia boss that he's just killed his daughter. But, okay. And what I'd like, if it was from the audience, is a last line to that scene for Lenny to be working towards. So if you've got a nice, snappy last line, anybody can think of?
Oh, no, not again.
That's good.
Oh, no, not again. Okay. Well, there we are. As it is a good job, after all, that Geoffrey Archer was in. So let's...
Okay.
Thank you, Geoffrey. So if you could start off, Lenny, and then John will come in with his lines.
Godfather, I show you a lot of respect.
Don't you want the world to take you seriously then, Lord Darlington?
Godfather, I kiss your ring.
Oh, well, we all want friends at times.
Godfather, me and Vito went to the mattresses yesterday and...
You think I'm a Puritan, I suppose?
Well, it could be bad news for you in that...
My dear Lady Windermere. You think the age very bad?
We shot Shirley.
Well, put it there, Parker, that'll do.
We shot Shirley, your daughter, Godfather.
Ah, well, nowadays we're all of us so hard up that the only pleasant thing is to pay our compliments.
Yeah. And Sonny said, oh, no, not again.
Brilliant. What is this? You've got the wrong... Well, I think John gets 5 points there for a brilliant reading and for a skillful working towards the last line there, without a shadow of a join. No points to Lenny. So... All right, now let's change around. Obviously now Stephen and Dawn. Dawn will be doing the reading, and Stephen will be doing the acting. Dawn is going to be reading from Lady Audley's Secret by C.H. Hazelwood. I'm sure you've all read that before coming here this evening. So you can check we're not cheating. And this is a job interview. So if you're acting out a job interview, yes, and the audience is going to give us a last line. That's all you get, personal services. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, what makes you think that you're qualified for this job, exactly?
Indeed. Did he tell you why I was coming?
Well, you wrote a letter yourself asking if you could have the job.
For what?
Well, as I understood it, for installing poppet valves.
And where is your husband now?
I think we may have one or two crossed lines here, Mrs. Dalvaney. I'm looking for someone to install poppet valves into my new system.
Robert Audley is bent on...
Yes, well, that's why we sacked him, essentially. Not a matter of prejudice, just a matter of convenience.
No, it's getting late.
Yes, that's right. I've got 6 other people to see, so,
No, not tonight. I can't sleep without it. It's my nightcap.
I see what you're driving at now. You want me to provide something extra, don't you?
Send your husband to me.
Yes, I thought so. Personal services, yes. Ish.
Yes, well, yes. Yeah. Again, I think Dawn French deserves a good 5 points there for the reading, and you almost got to the line there, Stephen. So maybe 1 mark off. Yes. No. Okay. No. Give it one mark on. 1 mark on. Yes. Very good. I'm just making these numbers off the top of my head. But can we return to Stephen and John to do another game now, where I think you two are going to be playing 2 favourite characters, and you're going to be rambling on in those characters with a topic from the audience. What are your 2 characters?
I'm Professor Hugh Trevor Morton from Queen's College, Cambridge.
Oh, yes, and I'm not. I'm another professor from another college altogether. And,
well, yeah, so
we are both professors of English literature.
And what would you like the 2 professors to talk?
Basins. What? Basins?
What was the other one? Baked beans or what? Baked beans. Oh, right. You've got a choice here. You can either do baked beans or baked beans.
Oh, wild west wind.
It is Bird, thou never worked.
Yes.
Yes. I have 10 more, and then it doesn't rhyme, does it? No. Then you always had a kind of deafness, Shelley,
yes.
when it came to the rhyme. I remember there was one of his, do you remember, on the discovery of America?
Well, Thomas Medchip
To
would
the
know in
haricot.
Greek because, you see, he was using it all the time, you see.
That's right, the haricot bean, the haricot bean.
The
Where
haricot
have
bean,
you
the haricot
been?
bean, the haricot bean, and ipso facto, you have been.
Yes, that's right. Yes. A kind of self-involved, reflexive, philosophical proof.
Absolutely,
Yes,
totally
that's right.
axiomatic to the fact that if you have a baked bean tin, you are, as 'twere, a pont.
That's right.
And I remember dear Thackeray was saying in Modern Linguistics the other day that, of course, thunos and banos,
Yes.
as in Heinz and beans, refer both back to the sun gods of Assyria.
That's right.
And at the same time to the Scandinavian god of flatulence.
That's right.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Are we going to run the show? Let's go on with your 2 characters. Now, what are your characters?
This is Wayne,
Yes.
And this is Sharon.
and they're on the first date.
Yes, Wayne and Sharon on their first date. And what would they talk about? Wait. I always said this would be done better without a studio audience. And I think we're going to prove it now. So, yes, okay, Wayne and Sharon, first date, talking about double glazing.
So it's nice here, isn't it?
Yes, lovely.
Nice windows.
Yeah. Do you think they're double glazed?
Well, I don't know.
They
Have you
might
got
be.
a feather?
No.
Have you got a feather?
No.
Have you got a feather?
No.
Well, you could drop it down, see?
Yeah.
That's like that geezer used to do. And
Who?
Ted Moult.
Who?
Ted Moult. Drop the feather. Ted Moult. Drop the feather. And it detects any of the wind, you know.
What? A feather?
I said feather. Or an helicopter.
So, what, you put a feather?
In the helicopter.
And
And then
then
if it detects the wind, it blows around, proves you've got the double glazing, you know.
and it's Ted Rogers, is it that? What?
Ted Moult.
Who?
Ted Moult.
Well, I definitely think 20 points all around there. So now we will go on to improvising a rap. This is a musical item, obviously, when each of the performers will improvise a rap with the help of a drum beat. Have we got a drum beat coming along? And have we got to get a topic? Can't hear a word. Brass? Spiders. How about animals?
Scared of fridges.
How about animals generally? If we've got spiders, animals. Do animals.
Feel good. I went to the zoo, walked down the street, opened the door, and guess who I should meet? A tiger came and bit off my leg, and now I'm gonna walk back home again. It's the animal ride.
I like Pekingese. I like them a lot because they're stupid knees. I like everything. I like a snake, and I don't if it's a fake.
I find it rather hard to get to sleep, so I tend to spend my time counting sheep. I've got plenty in my bedroom, one on the walls, one in bed, and one curled up on my lap.
'Like a man from Atlantis, but I like to make love to a praying mantis. Get down on your legs, get down on your feet, and go after those sheep till they bleep, bleep, bleep. I said, damn.
Oh, yeah. Feel good. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm enjoying this too much. I like to go hunting, there's no denying. I like to stick my gun into a big lion. I'd like to get down with a big fat sheep. I'd like to do something else and then go to sleep.
I like all sorts of animals, especially cats. I like them if they're thin, I like them if they're fat. I like other animals, I like a dog. But one thing I wouldn't do with a dog is snog.
I once went to bed with a baby llama, but it didn't matter because he didn't tell his mama. I then went to bed with a bird from Carolina, but it did matter because it was a minor.
I think we can wrap that one up there. And so I think we'll give 15 points to everybody except somebody I'm going to take against Stephen. I'll give him only 5. Now, we're now going to go on to a change of company, which doesn't mean that we're going to get rid of all 4 of you, though it's quite a good idea. In fact, what the performers are going to do is to perform a story, and something nice and simple, and it's going to be, I think, Goldilocks and the 3 Bears. So they're going to perform that through, but at crucial points in it, we're going to change round the way they'll be doing it by changing round the people who are doing it. So, for example, a whole lot of dentists are performing Goldilocks and the 3 Bears. Now, I don't know why that should be. So we'll start off with you performing it as though you were dentists. Any other suggestions?
Football commentators.
Football commentators, excellent. Anybody else?
Estate agents.
Beauticians, yes. Policemen, very good one, yes. Nuns, yes. Is that? Do you want a silent order or a not silent order? Next time. Any others? Astronauts, that's another good one, I think. DJs is another one I had as a suggestion earlier on. Is this the full list we've got here? Right. I think, Stephen, are you going to play Daddy Bear? And Don, I've got you penciled in as Mummy Bear. And if John, you could play Baby Bear, and Lenny, could you play Goldilocks? Starting off, what did we say we were going to start off with? We were going to start off with dentists, a rather different one just to begin with.
Right. All right. Open wide. Well, that's the door. And,
Okay, go on to policeman.
all right, then, what seems to be for breakfast, Mrs. Bear?
Well, there's some...
Another bedroom
there's some...
4536. Come in, 4536. Come in.
I've detected some porridge.
Porridge.
On the table.
Porridge. Well,
Yes.
we'll do our porridge then.
All right, that's what we'll do.
This porridge is hot.
You're right, it is.
I don't know who pinched it. This is definitely...
I guess do cavemen getting onto this, going
Come,
for a walk.
let us leave the cottage. And rub oil into your bodies until you look like tandoori chickens.
Okay, I think Goldilocks is about to arrive, and could we do it as astronauts?
I'm coming into the house now. This is one giant step for a girl with blonde hair and ribbons. Let's just sit on this chair. Too hard. Let's leap over to this one. Too soft. Let's try this. Zero gravity means that the chair was completely broken. Let's try this porridge. I'll eat it all up. It's just right. And now to burn.
Okay, so I think we should have the Bears coming back, or thinking about it, as football commentators.
Yes, well, the porridge should be completely cool by now.
Well, it was a great bit of porridge when it went in the plate, Derek, but when he came back again, there was just no way that muck was going to go around it. You know, they were
It's wonderful
back.
porridge, it's wonderful porridge, it's wonderful porridge.
Just
yes,
wait
there's
a
no
moment,
porridge
just
left.
a moment. It looks as if somebody, I couldn't tell quite who he was. I didn't have a chance to see him. It looks as if somebody has been tasting this porridge.
It's a very good chance the porridge has been touched, and there's no way the boys can come back in that one.
I did a little bit.
We should be about finding Goldilocks now as DJs.
Right, and with the time fast approaching, coming rapidly up to, time to go into the bedroom, I think.
Yes, that's a marvellous suggestion there from Marjorie of Kingsbridge. Thank you very much.
And can we end the story with as Australians?
Waltzing Matilda, waltzing
Truth,
Matilda.
there's some kind of bed under my bed.
Forget that, let's have the lager.
Alright guys, what say we go downstairs and have some tucker?
Why not? That's a good idea. I never heard it spelt like that before.
Well, sticking rigidly there to the story of Goldilocks and the Three Bears, I think 5 points each. Now, I think this is the last round, isn't it? Gosh, doesn't time fly when And the last round, in fact, features me as a party host, having a party, and a succession of the worst possible people in the world are going to turn up to my party. And as each one comes in, as soon as we've had a bit from them, the doorbell will go. It'll sound remarkably like my buzzer. So imagine me at a party. Are we having some gentle, tinkly party music?
Is somebody smoking in here? Because if they do, I'm sorry. It's not. It's just I'm allergic. If somebody smokes, I turn into a rented bigot. I'm afraid.
Sorry, Clive. Sausages on sticks. You know I'm vegetarian. I'm offended by that, Clive. I'm offended.
Hello. I live over the road. I saw the lights and everything. And I was just wondering, look, I got this can of lager, and I was wondering if it'd be all right if I came and, hung out for a while, because I like parties.
Can I just ask you how much you pay for this house? Because it's not my sort of end of terrace, isn't it? In this area, you see, I bought one about 10 years ago. It's gone up now. Oh, it's gone up hugely. I could sell mine now for 80,000. I paid only 40 for it.
I remember a very good party I had maybe 10 years ago, and we got lots of the Alexander Brothers playing and maybe a bit of Moira Anderson. We'd sit around and have a good dance and a good chat. Not that sex or anything.
You got to come upstairs quick because Barry's been sick in the
Honestly, size couldn't matter less. It really isn't important.
I don't know if you saw my last telly. It was a marvellous thing I did. It was in Howard's Way. I played a small yacht.
I'm not sexist, but women they're different.
You want to do what to me?
I couldn't help noticing that as I was coming up the path, that you've got gladiolus in the front garden. And when I first met my wife, when we actually went out, I proposed to her. We had gladiolus on the table, isn't it something?
I don't think we can cram any more of these hideous guests into my party, so that brings to an end this week's programme. Just leaves me to give final points for that last round. And if I give 5 points each, that would bring the scores up to what? Oh, very exciting scoring
Think
this.
carefully, Clive, before you give the points.
Oh, and it does look as though...
Very carefully.
Very close, very close. All on low 70s, Lenny, John and Stephen. But Dawn wins it with 79 points. And I wasn't even responsible for the scoring. It was Mark Leveson adding up the scores for us. And that completes our programme for tonight. So it's goodbye from all of us. Goodbye.
Whose Line Is It Anyway? Featured Stephen Fry, John Sessions, Dawn French and Lenny Henry, and the chair was Clive Anderson. Phil himself was at the piano, and additional material was provided by Martin Booth. The show was devised and compiled by Mark Leveson with the producer Dan Patterson.
Technical difficulties.
Bono Duda the 40s.
We present Peter Sellers, Harry Seacombe and Spike Milligan in
The Goon Show!
Ah, Seacombe, there you are. What do you want? I'm not interested, I'm too busy. Too busy, too busy? Capricci. You English are all the same. Oh, no, we're not. How do you differ? Some of us are women. Ah, women. That's what they came to see you about. I'm sorry, I haven't any spurs. Silencio. Today, Miss Gingold is starting a week's holiday at Brighton. I'm not interested. She's a millionaire. I'm interested. Good. It is known that she has a weakness for lifeguards. And? If perchance you were to rescue her from drowning, well, she has money and she likes men. But Moriarty, I'm married. We must not let little things stand in the way. But the little things do stand in the way. I should know. I've got 12 and the wife tells me there's another one on the... Yes. Then the money will come in handy, won't it? Now, first, this is the plan. You get down to Brighton, and there you join the lifeguards. Right. I'll catch a train from Victoria at once. Ah, here we are. Let me see. Platform 3, Brighton Bell.
That's right. This way, sir. Can I see your ticket, sir?
Well, it's in my back pocket.
I shall have to clip it, sir.
Say, could you have waited till I got it out?
I'm impulsive, you know. They calls me the Eva Bartok of the ticket collectors.
Well, here's my ticket.
Here. This is only a platform ticket.
Yes, I'm travelling by platform.
Oh, well, that's all right, then. For a minute, I thought you were trying to do the British Railway.
I was.
I knew you was. That's why I was helping you.
Thank you, comrade.
Yes, well, hurry up. She's leaving. Get in the guard's van. That's how most of them dodge it, you know, isn't it?
Brighton, here I come! Now, this is the place. Brighton Lifesavers Association. Chief Lifesaver, Peter Sellers. Come in, waterlogged. Good morning. Have it your own way. Sit down. Thank you. Now, what do you want? I wish to become a lifesaver. Have you ever saved a life? Yes. Whose? Mine. I see. No sense of values. None at all. How did you save your life? Simple. I didn't do anything to stop it. I can give you some hand grenades to play with. I see you're a man with a sense of humor. Madly gay. Now then, Shorty. A caution. To become a member of the Brighton Lifeguards Exclusive Club, you pay a subscription of £100.
What do I get for that?
A receipt.
That's all? A receipt for paying you £100?
Ah, but we give you a receipt for £300.
So?
Well, you're saving £200.
Oh, well. That's better.
I knew you'd save my way. Now then, a few particulars. When did you first take an interest in swimming?
The day I was christened.
Why?
The vicar dropped me in the font. Hence my name, Harry Splash. Oh, you wet my cassock, Seacombe.
Yes. Mr. Seacombe, if you'll pardon me calling you by that disgusting name. Mr. Seacombe, you interest me.
I'm sorry, I'm promised to another.
You misconstrued my meaning. What I meant was, are you Harry Seacombe, the famous radio failure?
The same?
Well, in that case, I offer you the job as chief lifesaver at a salary of £2 per week.
Offer me a larger figure.
Very well, 40 shillings.
Done!
Now, your duty is to save people from drowning, but first I want you to go down and stand by the sea.
Why?
Well, that's where they usually drown.
Where does Miss Gingold usually swim?
That strip of sands west of the pier.
Thanks. I'll get down there at once.
Seacombe, you're here at last. Now, look. There's Miss Gingold going into the sea now.
She's beautiful. In a horrible sort of way.
Right. Dive in and save her.
Here goes. What's the Moriarty? I've just remembered something.
What is it?
If I die, please don't bury me at sea.
Why not?
I can't swim.
Sending back children.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now present the prize-winning Goon play based on a true fictitious story. Listen then to
The Man Who Tried to Destroy London's Monuments. Or The Man Who Tried to Destroy London's Monuments. Let us hear a dramatic narrative from the lips of the author, the great poet and tragedian, William J. McGoonigal. 'Twas in the year of 1901, and in the month of June, in London a terrible crisis arose. 'Twas due to a crazy goon. This goon had made some large black bombs and kept them locked away until he decided to use them one early closing day. And Oh, good morning.
Good morning, ladder.
Are you number 10 Downing Street?
I'm not, but the building is.
Boy, are you the Prime Minister?
No, I'm not, ladder.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. It is a mistake that any idiot could have made. Actually, I'm the Foreign Secretary.
Oh, you look a bit foreign-like.
Man, delightful to tease you. Now, what do you want?
All right, it's a telegram for the Prime Minister.
Thank you, laddie. Goodbye.
Who was it, Anthony?
This telegram for you, sir.
Let me see. Good heavens. Listen to this. Dear Mr. Gladstone, tonight I will commence to destroy the following ancient London monuments: Nelson's Column Albert Memorial, and Anna Eagle. Finally, I shall blow up Greater London.
I say, naughty fellow.
This is terrible. Look, he spelt my name with a small G.
Mr. Gladstone, if London is going up at midnight, hadn't we better have some dinner earlier?
Oh, nonsense. Nonsense, Anthony. This is the work of a practical joker. No man would dare. What was that?
Nelson Column just landed in the garden.
Then this telegram is no idle threat?
You clever fellow, sir. Man's no fool.
We must warn the British public. We can't ignore the British public.
Why not? We always have.
Anthony, jump on a carrier pigeon and take this message to Whitehall.
I'll do that, little boy.
So the news was rushed to Whitehall to blood up the chief of the army, for all the politicians trusted him, which was proof that our government were balmy. The officers in Whitehall are gentlemen, but when the telegram was read, instead of paying attention, this is what happened instead. Officers, gentlemen, please! Officers, gentlemen. When you finish fighting over that Marilyn Monroe postcard, we'll continue. Yes, well, I've got the best half anyway. Think about it. Major Bloodnock. Yes, sir. Yes. Do you realize that this bomb maniac has already blown up Nelson's column and is now threatening Anna Eagle? Yes, Captain Siegel, the position is serious. London is in mortal danger. In view of the threatened explosion, what action are you taking? Me? I'm packing. Bloodnock, you're a coward. Siegel, me a coward? You surprised me. Why? I didn't know you knew. But fear not, lads. The public are safe. I've informed the BBC, and they're sending out a special bulletin at 9 o'clock. It's that now. I'll switch on.
And here now is an urgent warning from Whitehall. It is imperative that the instructions we give are executed with all possible speed. This is a matter of life and death. Time is vital. But first, here are the football results. Chinese Wanderers 200, Arsenal 0.
And so the evacuation of London began. Every man, woman, and child left by train. And at 10 that night, not a soul was left.
Yes, there was.
Where were you?
Down at Rhine.
Meanwhile at Whitehall... Now, gentlemen, this map on the wall shows you how we intend to search for this bomb maniac. Yes. You see those little green pins? Yes. Well, they represent the search parties. All these little green pins here, and there represent search parties. So, in fact, whenever you see little green pins stuck in the map, they represent search parties. I see. Now, any questions?
Yes.
Well?
What are all those little green pins?
The little green pins represent search parties.
Thank you, Captain. If you're going to ask questions, you never learn anything outside.
Now, next, here are photographs of the bomb maniac. So take one each. Yes, take them. Thanks. I'll have one here. Right. Now, I want you to study the photographs carefully so that you'll recognize this man. But, sir, my photograph shows a picture of a pair of old army socks. And mine shows a lamppost.
Mine shows a coal miner's shovel.
Gentlemen, this man is a master of disguise. But don't be put off. Search every house. Now, any questions?
Yes. What are those little green pins?
The little green pins represent search parties. I've told you that for the last time, understand? The last time.
You sure?
Positive.
I'm going. Farewell. As I exit the hospital.
Good luck. Now, gentlemen, one moment, Seagun. This may be important. Hello?
Is that Bloodnock?
Yes?
Major Bloodnock of the 3rd Mounted Navy?
The very same.
Why, you filthy
speaking?
Your laundryman.
Carry on, Captain Seagoon. Search the city. We've only got 2 hours left, so we'd better fit the Railington Quartet in right now.
Any old darling, any old darling, any old darling. You look big, talk about trees, you look at double me up your feet. This is our brand new star, Papa's no great darling. Wouldn't even come to the word saying, oh darling, oh darling. Any old iron, any old iron. Any old iron. You look neat, talk about a treat. You look dapper from your napper to your feet. Dressed in style, brand new tile, father's old green tile. I wouldn't give you tuppence for yours. What's changed? I'm beginning to sound like Eve Boswell. Old iron, old iron, iron. Old iron, old iron. You look sweet, talk about it. You look at that man, I'm so sweet. Dressed in style, brand new style. Father's old green style. Oh, give me something so much, old iron, old iron. Here we go again. Women in the jungle. Merry Christmas, everybody. Government up your feet, just in style, brand new style, father's broken style. You're old iron, old iron, old
Lieutenant Sellers. How ghastly London looks without anybody in it.
Yes. Trouble is, there's no sign of this bomb maniac yet.
I know, it's just gone 11 o'clock.
Curses. That means every pub closed for the night.
There's a light in that window.
But I never drink light, fool.
There's somebody in. We must evacuate them at once.
Right, sir. I'll knock.
Lieutenant, I'll knock. I'm senior to you.
Sorry, sir.
Remember, I'm a guards officer.
Yes, sir.
Now, lift me up to the knocker.
Right. Hop. Knock away, sir. Could you stop knocking a moment? Only I can't hear what Miss Bannister is trying to tell me. I wonder what they wanted. Minnie?
Yes, Henry?
What was it you were saying?
I said, there's somebody knocking at the door.
No, there isn't.
There was.
Yes, I know, but I stopped them.
What for?
Because I couldn't hear what you were saying.
It's all right for them to start knocking again now.
Yes, I'll tell them. Good night, Minnie.
Good night, Henry.
Ah, good. You're back, sir. Now, we've come about...
It's all right for you to start knocking again. Good night. What is it this time, Minnie? Speak up, Minnie. I can't hear you. Siddle. I can't hear a confounding word. Just a minute.
Now, look here, sir.
Was that you knocking again?
Yes, you.
Well, I've answered the door once to you already.
But this is urgent, you don't understand.
Could you stop knocking again? Because my Aunt Bannister wishes to have words with me.
Oh, well, tell her I haven't got all night.
Minnie? He says that he hasn't got all night. What is your name, sir?
Captain Seagull.
Captain Seagull.
I'm sorry, I've never heard of him.
She's sorry she's never heard of you.
Listen, man alive, this is vital. Good night. This is vital. In an hour's time, London will be blown sky high. Why weren't you two evacuated with the rest of the people?
They said that we wouldn't last the journey.
Nonsense. They have ice boxes.
Tell me, how is London going to be blown up?
There's a huge bomb hidden somewhere, and we can't find it.
Oh, then I can help you there. You see, I'm a bomb diviner. I just hold a little twig in my hand, and when it quivers, I know where the bomb is hidden.
Then you can save London.
If I had my special little twig.
Well, where is it?
I lent it to the Imperial War Museum for their exhibition of unusual items, such as money.
Imperial War Museum? We must hurry. We've only got 40 minutes.
And so to the Imperial War Museum they ran. They were stopped at the gates by a sentryman. But the sound of his voice was not normal, I fear. For as Sigrun drew close, this is all he could hear.
Oh, that must be the sentry there, Captain.
Yes, he sounds like a regular. Hi there, sentry! Let us in!
Hey? Hey, stop! Over here. Stop!
Stop!
Oh, but I haven't. Stop! Bring up, Wait on, I'll think of what's next now. Oh, yeah. Name the password.
The password is Zanzibar.
Oh, is it? Well, I better write it down in case. Now then, where's your army identity card?
Here, now, let us in.
Wait. First, I'm going to ask you a few questions. Now, are you married?
Yes.
Any children?
38.
Do you and your wife get on well?
We have our moments.
Any money in the bank?
£4. Now, look here, man. Are these questions necessary?
No.
Then why are you asking them?
I'm just nosy. Well, here's your identity book back, and you're very lucky to get it back so soon.
Why?
I can't read.
Hurry, man, hurry. I must get into this museum.
Oh, I don't think we got a glass case to fit you.
Man alive!
Correction, man dead.
Well, man dead. Don't you realize that in 30 minutes, London will be blown to bits?
Yeah.
Aren't you worried about it?
No. Ain't my place.
Oh, out of my way.
What?
Come on, Franz.
Yes?
In here.
Oh, this is the room. And this is the little twig in this glass case here.
Splendid. I'll open it. It's locked. I'll break the glass with my fist.
Oh, no need for that. I got the key.
Good.
There. That broke it just as easy.
Brilliant.
Yeah, brilliant. It proves the slogan that you're somebody in the modern army today.
Now, what are you?
I'm somebody in the modern army today.
Oh, look, Captain. The special twig is quivering. And it's pointing towards that means the bomb lies in that direction.
Well, sister, quick to the jeep.
Eccles, you drive.
I drive, okay.
Careful now.
Open the door, it's starting.
Very fast.
By heavens, man, you're a dangerous driver.
I know, but it's not bad the first time.
Good heavens, Captain Seagoon, the twig is pointing towards the Houses of Parliament.
That means the bomb's inside the house. And there's an all-night sitting on.
Oh, he's a chance of getting rid of all of them.
And patriotic swine. Step on it. We've only got 5 minutes left.
Okay.
And when they reached the Houses of Parliament, they searched for the bomb in vain. For all they found was a man in a hole.
It was me. I was still down a drain.
Oh, and then on the stroke of midnight, by the light of a candle's glare, they found the devilish time bomb. Look, it's under the Speaker's chair.
And it started to tick.
That means it's about to explode.
Explode?
Yes.
Did you hear that, Eccles? Don't panic. I know how to neutralize it.
Well, hurry, Con. It's on the stroke of midnight.
Now, don't rush me. I know what I'm doing. Just of all, first I remove the hairless stabilizer.
Good man. That's it.
Yes. Now, I just lift out the 400-ton thumb screw.
Good work, Con.
Next comes the quadruck mere Hatzblum detonator.
You genius, Con.
Yes, I must get the words right. Yeah. There. It's safe. It's safe.
Safe? Oh, all right, Eccles. You can come back now. It's safe.
Mrs. Dale's daughter.
Where? I mean, there. You're in hospital. I'm the doctor who's attending you.
Oh.
I'm afraid you'll be in your back for 3 years.
Why?
I'm a slow worker.
What about me, Doctor?
Oh, you. Lieutenant Seagoon, you're a brave man. But would you mind laying down?
What for?
You're dead. Well, almost. Anyway, before you go, there's a young patient wants to speak to you.
Send him in.
Aye, I will. This way, lad. Here he is, Lieutenant Seagoon.
Come closer, lad. Come closer. Well, lad, you want to know something?
Yes, what was all that little green thing?
Sorry, your time is up.